Welcome to this tutorial on Gradle Dependencies. In this video, we'll learn how to manage libraries in your Kotlin projects using Gradle's dependency management system. Dependencies are essential for building modern applications, and Gradle makes it incredibly easy to add and maintain them. So what exactly are dependencies? Dependencies are external libraries and modules that your project needs to function properly. They're reusable code, packages that you can download from repositories like Maven Central or other sources. Instead of writing everything from scratch, dependencies enable you to use pre-built functionality, saving you time and effort while adding powerful features to your application. All dependencies in your Gradle project are declared inside the Dependencies block. This block is located in your build.gradle.kts file. Think of it as a dedicated section where you list all the external libraries and modules your project needs. Everything related to dependency management happens within this block. When declaring dependencies, Gradle uses a specific format called Dependency Notation. This follows the pattern of group :name :version. For example, if you wanted to add Google's JSON library, you would write com.google.code.json::2.10.1. The group identifies the organization or company, the name is the specific library or artifact, and the version specifies which release you want to use. Gradle provides different dependency configurations that define when and how a dependency is used. The implementation configuration is used for both compile time and runtime dependencies in your production code. The API configuration is used when you want to expose dependencies to consumers of your library. The testImplementation configuration is specifically for unit tests only. And runtimeOnly is for dependencies that are only needed when your application runs, not during compilation. To add dependencies to your project, you use configuration functions inside the Dependencies block. For example, you can use the implementation function and pass in the dependency notation as a string. Here we're adding the Kotlin standard library, Google's JSON library for JSON processing, and JUnit Jupyter for testing. Each dependency is added on its own line using the appropriate configuration function. Before Gradle can download dependencies, you need to tell it where to find them. This is done using the Repositories block. Maven Central is the most common repository for Java and Kotlin libraries, so you'll typically include Maven Central as a repository. The Google repository is another popular choice, especially for Android development. Gradle will search these repositories in order when resolving your dependencies. One of Gradle's most powerful features is automatic transitive dependency resolution. This means that dependencies of your dependencies are automatically included in your project. For example, if library A depends on library B, Gradle will automatically download and include library B for you. Gradle resolves the entire dependency tree automatically, so you don't need to manually add every nested library your project might need. Managing versions becomes easier when you use version variables. Instead of hard-coding version numbers throughout your build file, you can define a variable like Kotlin version equals 1.9.0. Then you can reference this variable in your dependency declarations using $Kotlin version. This approach makes it much simpler to update multiple dependencies that share the same version, as you only need to change the value in one place. Let's wrap up with some best practices for managing dependencies. First, use implementation instead of API whenever possible, as it provides better encapsulation and faster build times. Second, always specify exact versions for stability rather than using dynamic versions. Third, regularly review and remove unused dependencies to keep your builds fast and your application size small. Finally, organize related dependencies with comments to keep your build file readable and maintainable. Following these practices will help you maintain a healthy and efficient project.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.